It's Monday the 18th, I'm FX Blue and this is CurrencyTransfer.com's market update. So the headlines to kick off the week are that a dovish MPC could send sterling lower, Eurozone continues to be challenged by a number of different fronts, and tit-for-tat trade tariffs weigh on the US dollar. So the Bank of England MPC meets this week. They're certain to keep rates on hold. An expectation is that the two usual suspects will indeed vote for a rate hike. But there'll be a great surprise if the vote is anything other than 7-2 in favour of no change. The Bank of England is currently held under Brexit uncertainty. It's also challenged by a slowing domestic economy and a falling currency. But meanwhile, the inflation appears to have bottomed out, well above the Bank of England's target of 2%. Sterling remained weak on Friday and cable touched a low of 132.11 before closing the week slightly higher. The euro similarly is struggling to make any real progress. No doubt Draghi is quietly pleased by this continued fall as he sees a weaker euro as helping growth across the weaker Eurozone member states, which is important when the wider economy is beginning to slow down. PMI data for the Eurozone indicates a fall in activity across a couple of sectors. Euro dollar remains close to recent lows, held down no doubt by Draghi's chat last week of no hike before the summer, and on Friday we touched 115.43 before closing the week just over 116. And meanwhile, the US dollar, it was strengthened on the back of the rate hike, but held back from further gains by trade war concerns as Trump puts in place around $50 billion worth of tariffs on Chinese products, and China retaliates with tariffs on 659 US imports. But the best way to cut the trade deficit in the US is not necessarily to get China to accept more US imports, but to produce more goods that they need, have them produced domestically. This is just economics 101, Donald. Get back to uni. Anyway, last week the dollar was driven higher by the rate hike and confirmation that the Fed is expecting to raise twice more this year. But the dollar index struggled to break through that 95 level. We closed at 94.80 and it's remained close to that level in the Asian trade this morning. Any questions? Pop them in the comments below. We'll get back to you. Otherwise, I'll see you again later.